It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. PlayStation 5. PlayStation 5. It's a beautiful day in the PlayStation Nation neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the PlayStation Nation neighborhood. PS5. PS5. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. PS5. PS5. Yo, what is good, people? It's your boy Persona, Gamer Persona, one half of the What's Up PlayStation podcast crew. How you guys feeling today, man? I hope you guys are happy, healthy, and safe. Good morning to everybody in the chat. Good morning to anybody that's watching this. Shout out to everybody here, man. I appreciate you guys. I know it's super early. It's 10:45 in the morning on the East Coast. Wherever you're at, hopefully it's morning, or it's probably afternoon or evening if you across the pond or in the East or somewhere like that. But listen, guys, today is the day. Today is the day that we get this PlayStation 5 Pro reveal. Hopefully, as it should. Hopefully, we should get that. Yeah. But yeah, today is going to be the technical test with Mark Cerny, where he's gonna technical presentation with Mark Cerny, where I'm hoping that they do show off the console, hopefully even get a price, right? Reveal the additions and all that, and let us know when we can pre-order. I would love to, and obviously the release date. I'm hoping we get that, but you know how PlayStation is, man. PlayStation likes to keep shit super tight-lipped, like to keep things super close to the chest. So we gonna see. But either way, it's just a really exciting time for all the gamers out there, because we're getting new tech, new information, especially for those that are really excited for the PlayStation 5. We're getting a lot of great things when it comes to that, right? But yo, let me shout out everybody. Let me shout out everybody in the chat, man. I appreciate everybody being here, man. Like I said, super early in the morning, rocking out with your boy. It means a lot. And yes, we rocking the gray hoodie today. Listen, it's PlayStation 30th anniversary this year. You understand? So with the 30th anniversary, we got, especially learning information about the PS5 Pro, what better way to bring in PlayStation 30th anniversary than with the OG gray from PS1 gen gray hoodie. We got a nice gray hoodie on. You understand? Although this hoodie is big as fuck on me now, right? I say, you know what? Let's rock the gray hoodie. And, we're going to rock with the gray hoodie today and have ourselves a little bit of fun, man. And, we're going to react to this thing and hear what Mark Cerny's talking about. But let me shout out the people in chat, man. Where are my manners? Persona, you're being rude. Listen, if you're at work, hopefully I could get you through your work day. You wouldn't be on your way home from work. Well, I guess if you're not in America and you're like somewhere else, you would technically probably be on your way home. So I'll still say, if you're on your way home from work or school, hopefully I could get you through your commute home. If you're at home cooking dinner, doing homework, or making breakfast, or doing homework with the kids or whatever, hopefully I could get you through your session. Listen, you might be taking a shower. I don't know. Cleanliness is close to the godliness. Listen, you might be having the matters with the significant other. I don't know. I just appreciate you putting me on. I really do. Yo, shout out to everybody here, man. Yo, Lord Hog in the building, man. What's going on with you, Lord Hog? Appreciate you. Ice Queen Gaming in the building. Ice Queen said it's 3:46 p.m. in the UK. Yeah, I figured that's why I said, you know what? The intro would make sense because, I do have a lot of people that rock out with me, like, in the UK and Africa and, like, all over the world. So You feel me? Mr. Eddie, what's going on with you, man? Nerdy Gaming in the building. What is going on with you? El Nini, what's going on with you? Kieran in the building. Caleb Kaiser in the building. Caleb, what's good, man? Philip Sin 22 in the building. Leech 1399 in the building. Kratos 99 in the building. Big Trish 33 in the building. T Mang Fu in the building. Prince Philip in the building. Batchicus Prime in the building. Shout out to my boy Bats. Outside Gamer Night in the building. Appreciate you. Damien in the building. Damien, what's going on with you, bro? I appreciate you, man. Mr. Polar Bar in the building. Didn't Walmart let pre-orders early, same day they showed base PS5? Did they? I'm not sure. Maybe. Who knows? Let's geek out. Kadeen in the building. What's good, man? Appreciate you coming through. Vel in the building. Vel said, hey, hoodie gang persona. Yes, sir. Yo, Vel, it's hoodie season, man. It's September. Fall. Fall is right around the corner. It's hoodie season, guys. Listen, your boy's stocking up on a lot of new hoodies. Like I said, you know, my hoodies are way too big for me now. So I'm restocking on like a ton of hoodies. They'll be here soon. But yeah, it's hoodie season, guys. Hoodie season, which is the best season. I love hoodie season. Joe Kane, what's going on with you? He says, great vibes, Persona. Yes, sir. Who else is here? Maury in the building. Maury. Y'all ever seen that show, Maury? Yo, I remember back in the day when I would like either like cut school. Yeah, I did cut school sometimes when I was a kid. Or like if I was homesick or something like that. Maury show would come out. I would definitely watch that shit. That Maury show was crazy. You are not the father. And they start running out there. Oh my God. And then Maury walk up trying to console him. Like, it's okay. You can come back once you figure out who the father is and we'll test again. Motherfucker, that ain't the problem. Why she don't? Man, my fault, man. Let me continue. Yo, Stone in the building. Milk of Magnesia. Yo, Milk, how you feeling today? Shout out to you. Big Hardcore Gamer in the building. Kerry Howard in the building. The Sly Crow in the building. Appreciate you. Nix. -2 Trill. Fox in around. Appreciate you. TZ to go. TZ in the building. Shout out to my boy TZ, man. Dylan Rafferty in the building. Kill Quick, what's going on with you? Muck 45, Cloud Strife, what's going on with you? Henry Heck, The Floyd, True GBB, Broken Lobo, A Gaming 50, Harlem PS Gamer in the building. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all here, man. Appreciate y'all rocking out with your boy. DZA Digital, what's going on with you, man? He said, Persona, I miss Concord. Took my refund, abort Warhammer, and that multiplayer is trash compared to Concord. I haven't tried the multiplayer in Space Marines 2 yet, but yeah, I love Space Marines too, and I'm sad that Concord is gone as well, man. I gotta be honest, man. Yeah, I'm definitely sad. Yo, Nels in the building. Nels, what's up? Nels said, good morning, everybody. He didn't say everybody. Everybody. Today finna be a good day. Yes, sir, Nels. You already know. King Darkus, what's good, man? Yo, King Darkus. How the hell you King Darkus, but you light-skinned as hell in your profile picture, brother? You need to change that to King Lightness. You light as hell in the pit, King Darkness. King Darkus. Ain't no King Darkus. Light-skinned. Nah, what up, King? Appreciate you. Evolution Laker in the building. Team Ambush. What's going on with you, man? Appreciate you. Foxing around. Yo, listen. It's football season. Yo, Michi in the building. Yo, is that my boy Michi? Michi! That's my bro Michi in the building. That's the bro right there, man. Shout out to my bro Michi, man. Michi, I'm glad you're here rocking out with me, man, this morning. Shout out to you. Yo, Bird, what's going on with you? What Persona in chat? Can't wait to put my pre-orders in for the pro. Yes, sir. Appreciate you. I forgot what I was about to. Yo, Arcade, what's good, man? Appreciate you. I forgot what I was about to say something. I forgot. Yeah, I deadass forgot what I was about to say. Yeah, I forgot. Yo, Iron Panther, what's good, man? Appreciate you. Yeah, fall season, best food, best clothes. I got my ex hoodies though. Hey, listen, it's all good. We about to rock out. Hey, the timer done started? Huh? Nani? They done started the timer? Ooh wee. We got 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Moonrod 30K, what's up? Appreciate you. Who else is here, man? Facts, Persona. Fall is the best season. Absolutely. Fall. Well, my favorite season is winter. I love the winter. It, you know, early days, late nights, early days, you know, super cold, but then you come home to a nice toasty crib. You get under the covers, nice toasty crib. You playing some games, drinking you some tea or some cocoa, and You know, it's cold outside. I just love that time of year, man. It's very relaxing, very comfortable, and you feel like you have the whole world to yourself, because when normally people aren't outside as much during the winter. And so, like, I don't know, man. I love wintertime, man. Wintertime is like my favorite time of year. No bullshit. Very relaxing. Gasuka, what's good? Appreciate you. Yo, Requiem of Demons, what's going on with you, bro? Appreciate you, man. Shout out to everybody here, man. Dragon Sword, what's good, man? Appreciate you. Mary Wilcox in the building. Mary, how you feeling today, Mary? I appreciate you being here this morning. I appreciate everybody. You know, round of applause to everybody in the chat. Round of applause to everybody in the chat, man. You could be anywhere in the world, but you right here rocking out with your boy Persona. It means a lot. Yo, you know what's so funny about this gaming community? Real quick, can I get on my soapbox before we watch this and celebrate PS5 Pro? Yo, Dave Rock, what's good, man? Appreciate you. Walter, what's up? Sam C, what's going on? Can I get on my soapbox real quick? Yo, it's funny how people are like trying to say, oh, well, you know, who would react to a 9-minute tech presentation? Who would react to that? But then we got people reacting to GTA 6 reveal trailers, which is fucking 2 or 3 minutes long. Don't people do reactions to gameplay trailers? But a 9-minute tech presentation, there's a problem. Hey, yo, this community is absolutely weird. Oh my God, who would do a 9-minute, you're doing a live, Persona, you're doing a live reaction to a tech presentation, a 9-minute video? Don't we do reactions to gameplay trailers and all that shit all the time? Don't people do that? What's the difference? I'm just saying, man. Like, if we're gonna be consistent, let's be consistent across the board, right? You're doing a reaction to a 9-minute video? Anyway, all right, quick predictions. We got 6 minutes, guys. Quick predictions before this starts. Obviously, I think Mark Cerny is going to go through the tech. I think a lot of the rumors of like the PSSR, AI enhancement and things like that, I do think a lot of that he will go into detail and explain that. I'm hoping that they show the console. Now, they may show it here, or there may be a blog post that follows after this this tech presentation, which will detail obviously, you know, I would assume the price, when you could pre-order, release date and things like that, bundles or whatever might come with it. I think we might get some of that in a blog post, but I think here Mark Cerny is going to do the tech reveal and kind of talk about the tech behind the PS5 Pro and things like that. Price predictions, getting it out the way. We talked about it on WUPS. I talked about it yesterday. We're going to talk about it real quick. Price predictions. In my opinion, all digital PS5 Pro, $600. I do think a physical version, which comes with a disc drive that's detachable, I do think that will be probably about $675 or $649.99. $700 might be a little excessive. You know, when I'm really thinking about it, they might do a $649.99 for that. You know, just to kind of stay at least a little bit in range. But I do think the PlayStation 5 Pro won't be, just in general, I do not think the PS5 Pro will be any less than $600. Straight up. 600 is where I think, or $59.99, however you want to look at it. I do not see this console being any less than that, right? I just don't, right? But that's me. When is it going to release? Again, we talked about this on WUPS, but real quick for the predictions, I do think that this console is going to release the week of November 14th. That November 14th week, I think, is when the PS5 Pro will release, and we'll see. In terms of you know, games, obviously this is a tech presentation. This isn't really like a showcase or like a state of play or something like that, so I'm not really expecting to see games here. But like I said, I think I said it yesterday, or I might have said it on WUPS on Saturday, I forget where, but I do think that it would be smart for PlayStation to follow up. Like, if there is going to be a state of play next week, I do think it would be smart of PlayStation to follow up this tech presentation, the reveal of the PS5 Pro, price and all that other stuff, with games running on a PS5 Pro at a dedicated show, like a state of play or a showcase or whatever they decide to do, just to kind of, you know, show people what this console can really do and what you can expect. It would be smart for them to do that. I think that is something that they will do, right? I don't see them showing off this console and just saying, hey, yeah, go pick this up. I do think they will show games and things like that running on the console as well. So we can expect that rather sooner rather than later. Another thing as well that I do think is, this is another prediction, and put a 1 in the chat if you agree with this prediction, right? There's gonna be a lot of hurt feelings today. There's gonna be a lot of hurt feelings today, guys. There's gonna be a lot of people after this reveal that's gonna be talking a lot of shit of, oh, why would you buy a PlayStation 5 Pro? You don't need a PlayStation 5 Pro. Oh, you're gonna spend $600 on inferior hardware? Mom! My PC! Master Race! It's gonna be a lot of hurt feelings today. It's gonna be very entertaining. Today's gonna be a very entertaining day. And there's gonna be a lot of hurt feelings. Mom! My PC! Oh, I love this community so much. I can't wait. I can't wait for the Twitter tech experts to dissect what Mark Cerny says and says, well, Mark Cerny doesn't know what he's talking about because I slotted my 4090 GPU into my motherboard 2 months ago. I installed Windows 11. I installed the RAM. I installed I expanded my RAM. I've got GDDR5 RAM in my PC. I know more than Mark Cerny, and I'm telling you that the PlayStation 5 Pro will not be able to do what you're saying it can do, Mark Cerny. I know more than you because I have this souped up rig. Mom, my PC. I can't wait. It's gonna be so fucking entertaining today after this presentation. I cannot wait for the Twitter tech experts to dissect this video. I just, because I know it's going to be absolutely funny and hilarious. And I'm not even lying. Depending on how hilarious it is, I might do a video. I might do a stream laughing at them. We might do a stream laughing at them. Who knows? We'll see. Mom, my PC. But yeah. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great day. A lot of great. I'm excited. I'm really excited to see what Mark Cerny has to say, honestly, and what this PlayStation 5 Pro can potentially deliver. At the end of the day, I'm just really excited. I'm excited for more gaming things. Better gaming. Better looking games, better frames, whatever it is that comes with this. I'm just excited to see this and finally have it revealed, and we can just all celebrate together and just enjoy this, enjoy gaming, enjoy this, and just enjoy our time, man. You feel me? We got 15 seconds, guys. So the sound should be good. The sound should be good. But, obviously we're going to confirm that. Yo, Kyle, appreciate you. Don't have Twitter, but you should do a video. I might do a video depending on how entertaining some of these Twitter experts are. Here we go. You guys should hear it. Let me know if you guys hear it.
Hi, I'm Mark Cerny. I'm excited to be here to talk about the newest addition to our console lineup, PlayStation 5 Pro.
How's the audio? Let me know how the audio is. PS5 Pro is confirmed!
First, I want to take just a minute to look at what we put in the original PlayStation 5 and how it delivers an exceptional gaming experience.
So they just confirmed, he just off the rip, he confirmed it.
When PS5 debuted in 2020, it brought a lot to the table. 8 Zen 2 CPU cores form the brains of PlayStation 5 and enable high-speed complex gameplay, with character counts reaching into the hundreds and frame rates that can be as high as 120 frames a second. PS5 has a powerful RDNA 2 GPU, which can render anything from intricate details to fantastic worlds with vast panoramas to explore. Ray tracing allows for dramatic visual improvements, including reflections off of water or glass, and the realism that comes from real-time global illumination. A custom SSD can load data at breathtaking speed, resulting in ultra-fast transitions between game worlds and data streaming rates so high that traversal speeds are essentially unlimited.
You okay? I'm working on it.
Tempest 3D audio tech brings an unparalleled sense of immersion to the sound of the game.
That's Demon Souls? Yeah, I think that's Demon Souls.
With audio so real, you may not even need to see the enemies to know exactly where they are. Finally, the DualSense controller has haptics that let you feel through your hands what your character is experiencing inside of the game.
I mean, he got 9 minutes, so
It's
he can't waste
wonderful
no
to
time.
see such variety and richness of
Shout out to my
game
boy Mark Cerny.
experiences. Creators have made amazing use of the hardware capabilities, but when I talk to them, I do hear about their desire for more graphics performance. The dreams of the developers are bigger than can be supported at 60 frames per second, and that leads to an aspect of modern gaming that we're all familiar with: graphics modes. It can be a difficult choice.
Mark Cerny says so. We're going to break this down after.
Fidelity modes emphasize the visuals, typically through higher resolution rendering. These modes might also have enhanced detail or use more ray tracing. But the games only run at 30 frames per second. The visuals can be choppier and the controls less responsive. Performance modes emphasize frame rate and interactivity, typically choosing to run at 60 frames per second, mainly by reducing the graphical detail until those frame rates can be achieved. When asked to decide on a mode, players are choosing performance about 3/4 of the time. Removing that decision, or at least narrowing that divide, is one of the key targets for PlayStation 5 Pro. We want to give players the graphics that the game creators aspire to, at the high frame rates that players typically prefer. To do that, PS5 Pro substantially improves over PlayStation 5 in 3 ways. Here's what we call the Big 3. First, we made the GPU much larger and increased the speed of the memory it uses. The result is rendering that's up to 45% faster. Second, we made major upgrades to the ray tracing, taking a streamlined and accelerated approach that allows calculation of the rays at double or even triple the speeds of PlayStation 5. And finally, we added custom hardware for machine learning and an AI library called PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution,
PSSR.
or PSSR for short.
All right, so they were
PSSR
right.
analyzes the game images pixel by pixel and can add an extraordinary amount of detail, which boosts the effective resolution of the games. Game creators are adding PS5 Pro support to new and existing titles, and with the Big 3 involved, the results can be pretty amazing, with graphics showing something like fidelity levels of detail, but at double the frame rate. Here's The Last of Us Part 2 running on PS5 Pro.
Oh, they showing
Huge amounts of
gameplay.
detail and targets a super smooth 60 frames per second.
They showing gameplay.
Let's compare this to the fidelity mode on PS5, which is only running at 30 frames per second and is therefore much choppier.
They showing
Goal of
examples.
delivering almost fidelity-like
PlayStation know what they
graphics
doing.
on its frame rate has been achieved for a
Spider-
broad set of titles, including Marvel's Spider-Man 2 and Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. We can see that PS5 Pro is close to doubling the power of PlayStation 5. Another way to compare the two consoles is to look at PS5 Pro versus Performance mode on PS5, both of which target 60 frames per second. What we see here is a difference in detail. PS5 Pro is much sharper and crisper than PS5.
I like that
For
they're
this,
showing
my
examples,
favorite is
man.
the parade scene from Ratchet & Clank. Distant details are much clearer. And here we can see Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is noticeably higher resolution throughout the scene, including the trees and procedural cars.
I like that
So
they're showing
overall, some
examples to kind of
remarkable
that we can kind of talk about.
On PS5 Pro, we can see increased sharpness to the graphics or smoother and more responsive gameplay. This is the Big 3 showing their value. As you've been seeing, machine learning via the PSSR library is being used quite broadly to add pixel detail and boost frame rate. But there are as many approaches as there are game engines. The increase in raw GPU power is being especially effective for Horizon Forbidden West. Apart from the detail boost, that extra graphics power is allowing for improvements to lighting and visual effects.
You understand how crazy Forbidden West already looks, and now it's gonna look even more crazy
as
on the
well
Pro?
as to the
I gotta
hair
see
of
that.
the skin in cinematics.
I've gotta
Open
see
up,
that.
guys. Dwarf's orders.
Good enough for me.
Ray tracing is finding broad usage as well, particularly when the games are focused on higher frame rates. The faster hardware in PS5 Pro can make a real difference. allowing Gran Turismo 7 to add ray-traced reflections between the cars in gameplay, while continuing to support their targeted 60 frames per second.
So ray trace
That boost in
reflections
ray
at
tracing
60.
is also delivering big wins for Hogwarts Legacy, allowing not only for better reflections and a greater variety of reflective surfaces, but also for further realism in the casting of shadows.
And this is a game that definitely
enjoyed this run through of the technology behind PlayStation 5 Pro. Simply put, it's the most powerful console we've ever built, and a worthy addition to the PS5 family. Let me wrap this up by giving you a quick look at a number of games running on the new console.
You'll never break a legend.
There go the design. There you go. Yo, that's crazy.
Don't leave me hanging.
Oh, Final Fantasy Rebirth. Your boy was right. Yo, Rebirth on the Pro. Yo, that's gonna look crazy. That's what I'm doing my hard mode playthrough on the Pro. Hard mode playthrough for Rebirth on the Pro. 100%. Cause I know they gonna have that game looking crazy. Your boy was right. Yo, shout out to Barry. Barry was right. Woo, that's gonna be good. What game? Oh, this is Alan Wake 2. Assassin's Creed. Shadows. GT. Hogwarts Legacy. What game was that? Oh, is that Crimson Desert? Oh, Dragon's Dogma 2? November 7th! I told you November, boy! Hey, yo! Oh, let it play, let it play, let it play. $6.99? Whoa! $6.99? Whoa! What? Ooh, they gonna have a field day with that. Mom! Get your credit card, Mom! $6.99? Woo! Woo! $6.99. November 7th. That boy says $6.99. Hold on, let me see if they posted it. Sony reveals PS5 Pro. Watch live. I'm waiting for PlayStation to post up this I know it's gonna be a blog article. PlayStation blog. $6.99? Whoo! They gonna have a field day with that. Oh, here it is right here. Yep, here it is right here. Here it is. Here it is right here. I told y'all, yo, I know how PlayStation move. So as soon as this was over, they got the blog post up. Let's look at the blog. Let's look at the blog. I can't even talk. The blog post. Welcome, PS5 Pro, the most visually impressive way to play games. Over the last few years since the launch of the PS5, we've worked hard to continuously evolve the console experience and deliver great games our players expect from us. Today, I'm incredibly proud to announce the next step in the evolution. Welcome to PS5 Pro, the PlayStation family, our most advanced and innovative console hardware to date. So we developed the PS5 Pro with deeply engaged players and game creators in mind, as many have asked for a console that runs even higher fidelity graphics with smoother frame rates at 60 frames. We achieved this on PS5 Pro with several key performance features: upgraded GPU, advanced ray tracing, and AI-driven. I'm trying to see if they know, like, when is it coming out? All right, let's read through all this. Let's read through all this, chat. Let's read through all this. Let me pop the chat out and bring the chat over here. Okay, so PS5 Pro provides gamers with amazing graphics at high frame rates. You can hear Mark Cerny, lead architect of the PS5 Pro, discuss the key innovations with PS5 Pro in the following video presentation, blah, blah, blah. Other enhancements include PS5 Pro Game Boost, which can apply to more than 8,500 backwards compatible PS4 games playable on PS5 Pro. This feature may stabilize or improve the performance of supported PS4 and PS5 games. Enhanced image quality for PS4 games is also available to improve the resolution on select PS4 games. PS5 Pro will also launch with the latest wireless technology, Wi-Fi 7 in territory supported with this standard. VRR and 8K gaming are also supported. It's humbling to see how many creators. All right, so we've seen that. We kept the look consistent. All right, so here's how it looks. I think it looks nice. It looks good. It looks good. Much more sleeker. I like it. And obviously they're keeping a slim design. And obviously the detachable drive. PS5 Pro fits perfectly with the PlayStation family of products and is compatible with the PlayStation 5 accessory currently available, including the PlayStation VR2, PlayStation Portal, DualSense Edge, Access Controller, Pulse Elite, and Pulse Explorer. The user interface and network services will also remain the same as PS5. The PS5 Pro will be available this holiday at a manufacturer suggested price of $69.99. It will include a oh, hold on. It will include a 2 terabyte SSD, wireless DualSense controller, and a copy of Astro Playroom pre-installed. Blah blah blah. PS4 is available as a diskless console with the option to purchase the console disc drive separately. PS5 Pro will launch November 7th and will be available at participating retailers directly from PlayStation Direct. Pre-orders will begin September 26th. Our PS5 journey would not be possible without the millions of players that have supported us through the years and have shared with us their love of gaming. Whichever console option players choose, whether it's PS5 or PS5 Pro, we wish you to bring everybody the very best gaming experience. Now, listen. Let's talk. Because what was it that people were saying? Well, you know, if it's gonna be $600 or $700, it better not have a 1 terabyte SSD. It needs a 2 terabyte SSD. That's what they told you. So my question is the price justified? Because now you're getting a 2 terabyte SSD, you're getting the big three, a big bump in performance, both in fidelity and performance mode. $700. Now, a lot of people may look at that and be like, that's a lot of money. I mean, it is a lot of money. So I could see a lot of people being turned off by that price. But like I said this before, I keep saying this. The Pro is not the PlayStation 5 Pro is a enthusiast console. It's not it's not something that's like, oh yeah, you know, just an everyday person that don't game that much. No, it's an enthusiast console with one of the latest technologies with SSDs. 2 terabytes of that shit. Now, put a 1 in the... Well, you know what? I'm going to do a poll. Let me do a poll real quick. Start a poll. Will you be buying the PS5 Pro? Let's start a poll. All right, because, you know, we got 245 people watching us. Shout out to the 245 of you. I appreciate y'all so much rocking out with your boy Persona. It means a lot to me. You warm my heart, especially at 11:16 in the morning. 240 of you beautiful people are watching me and supporting me, and it means a lot to me. You gonna make your boy cry. Wipe the tears. Nah, shout out to y'all though. I appreciate y'all. I need to know, man. Let me know. The poll is up. I need to know. Will you be buying the PS5 Pro? $700. $700. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of scratch. That's a lot of bread. November 7th, it drops. I was right on the date. I was close. You understand? I said November. Barry's talking about December. I was like, cut that bullshit out, man. So, I was partially right. I'm going to pop off on Whoops next week. I know Barry's listening. Barry, I'm popping off. I am popping off on next week's Whoops because it's talking about December. Motherfucker, talk about December. Sit that bullshit. Sit your ass down. But yo, I like the console. I like how it looks. I mean, you know, it looks like a slim version of the console. There was something that he said though that I want to go back to. I want to go back to something that he said.
PS5 has a powerful RDNA 2 GPU, which can render anything from intricate details to fantastic worlds with vast panoramas to explore.
250 of you beautiful people are watching me. You making me feel special. My little old YouTube channel. I appreciate y'all.
Ray tracing allows for dramatic visual improvements, including
He says
reflections off
he
of
says something here that I wanted to touch on, but I said I would go back to it after this was done.
water or glass, and the realism that comes from real-time global illumination. A custom SSD can load data at breathtaking speed, resulting in ultra-fast transitions between game worlds and data streaming rates so high that traversal speeds are essentially unlimited.
You okay? I'm working on it.
Tempest 3D audio tech brings an unparalleled sense of immersion to the sound of the games. With audio so real, you may not even need to see.
Yo, real talk, the audio in Returnal is absolutely like some of the best audio like in gaming. Real talk, like I love the audio in Returnal because it's such a creepy vibe, and the sounds of like when you destroy the enemies or like when you are running through the different worlds and you hear like these weird chattering noises and stuff in your ear when you listen to it. Yo, Returnal's got fantastic audio.
See the enemies to know exactly where they are. Finally, the DualSense controller has haptics that let you feel through your hands what your character is experiencing inside of the game.
Once again, PlayStation saving gaming. Once again, PlayStation is pushing the bar. You understand? And they doing what they do best, innovate.
It's wonderful to see such variety and richness of game experiences. Creators have made amazing use of the hardware capabilities, but when I talk to them, I do hear.
Here we go. This is what I was looking for. It's important. And listen, guys, we celebrating the PS5 Pro, we celebrating PlayStation, but I gotta bring up the S box when it comes to what we about to talk about here for the S box. But listen to what he says, and then I'm gonna say my piece.
Experiences. Creators have made amazing use of the hardware capabilities, but when I talk to them, I do hear about their desire for more graphics performance.
This is something that Mark Cerny originally said when it came to the PlayStation 5. When he did the road to PS5, he said he spoke to a lot of developers to understand what developers needed so that they can build the best console that would enable developers to create, you know, I don't want to say without limits, but easier for developers to create, especially on a PlayStation 5 console. One of the things that developers was talking about was more memory, you know, GPU, all that other shit, right? At the road to PS5 back in 2020. Now here we are with the PlayStation 5 Pro, and Mark Cerny is reiterating that he and his team and whomever else have spoken to developers to get an understanding of what they need so that they can build the most capable console that will enable developers to create the best games for gamers on PS5. And it's funny because, you know, again, I just for the sake of this conversation, I have to bring it up. It makes you wonder, you know, did Microsoft really talk to developers when it comes to the Xbox series of consoles? Because I can't imagine developers saying, yeah, create the Series S, which would create bottlenecks and make development much more difficult and really hold back game development when it comes to creating games. This is why I say PlayStation is really on another level, especially when it comes to how they interact with the devs and whatnot, right? Because you can see that they're trying to put out a console in both with the PS5 and here with the Pro, something that will enable developers to create much, much better games. You know, that's just something that I'm pointing out because, again, this was something that stood out to me during this portion of it.
The dreams of the developers are bigger than can be supported at 60 frames per second, and that leads to an aspect of modern gaming that we're all familiar with: graphics modes. It can be.
And again, these are things that developers are telling you. Developers are telling you we need more graphical power. Developers are telling you we need more power so that we are able to create without limitations or not have to sacrifice the visuals for the frame rate, which is why you see a lot of developers. I hate to bring this up, and listen, I love the devs. I love the devs, man, and I mean that. I mean that shit, man. I mean that. I love the devs, but you know, this is why you see certain developers. This is my opinion, of course. I don't know anything. This is just kind of like how I interpret it from the outside looking in. But this is why you see certain developers, I feel like, trying to dismiss higher frame rates in games because it impedes on the vision of what they want to create when it comes to the visual aspect of it. Or they're not looking at, because on PC, you don't really have to worry about that too much, because obviously if you have a capable rig, you'll be able to game at the whatever frame rate it is. On consoles, there's obviously certain limitations and things like that. And I feel like, with the PlayStation 5 Pro and with Mark Cerny and the things that he's talking about when it comes to fidelity versus performance, I really do think that he's trying to, I don't want to say remove it entirely, but he's trying to make it easier for developers to focus on both frame rates and graphical fidelity of games and not really have to feel like they have to compromise their vision for one over the other. And again, this goes back to what Mark Cerny just said with speaking to developers and saying that they want more graphical power. They need more graphical power. They need to be able to do that. That coupled, so the larger GPU, 45% more powerful, that coupled with the AI upscaling, machine learning upscaling, or the PSSR, I believe that will, and we see it with the examples, and I'm glad that they showed examples, man. Shout out to PlayStation and Mark Cerny to at least give us something for us to kind of be able to refer to when it comes to the capabilities of the PlayStation 5 Pro. But I think this is that coupled with the AI, the PSSR and the AI upscaling and all that stuff will definitely enable developers to really, I don't want to say not 100%, obviously there probably will still be compromises here and there. I'm not saying it's like 100% foolproof, but I do think we should start to see even more better looking games at higher frame rates, at 60 frames per second or higher, but with a higher resolution fidelity as well. So, some of these games, they'll have a performance mode, and the performance mode will be, 1080p 60. I feel like with the AI upscaling with the larger GPU, I think this will enable developers to now target 1440p 60, right? Or even higher because of the AI upscaling technology that they're putting within this Pro console. That's good. I think that's good news, man. Like, this is really good, right? Because now, again, developers are now not going to have to really sacrifice one or the over the other, or at least have less of it to worry about.
Be a difficult choice for players. Fidelity modes emphasize the visuals, typically through higher resolution rendering. These modes might also have enhanced detail.
Well, see, Bender of Strings, I think releasing a $700 mid-gen refresh in this economy is insanity. Do you also think releasing a $1,000 GPU is also insanity? Like the PS5 Pro is not something that you have to buy. The PS5 regular is still there. I don't think there's really, it would be different if they were removing the sale of the PlayStation 5 in favor of the PS5 Pro and then having this larger price. I think that's where you would have a valid argument, in my opinion. But because the Pro is the standard console is there, again, there's your option. You want to pay $700 or $400 or $450 or whatever. That's kind of where it is, and you kind of weigh your options of what you want to get with that. That's kind of how I look at it. And I know some people may disagree, and that's perfectly fine. But that's kind of just how I'm looking at it. Like, where it's like, this isn't necessarily something that anyone has to buy. Not me, not you, not anybody. So I do, and this is why I think this is why I keep saying the PS5 Pro is more of an enthusiast device. It's not necessarily something that's meant to be mass adopted. You understand? It's something that is meant to be, if you're a gamer, especially somebody that might primarily play on consoles, you now have something that can take your gaming experience on console to another level with a pro version of a console. If you're somebody that doesn't necessarily want to buy that or don't care about that stuff, then the PS5 Pro is not necessarily for you. Like, you don't need it. Like, it's okay. It's cool. That's kind of that's my thoughts. But yo, let me get these super chats real quick. Oolong, appreciate you for the super chat. He says, I told you we was getting a slice. You were right about that. Shout out to Oolong. Yo, Viper Reese Corner, 41 months as a member on the channel. Viper, you know I always appreciate you rocking out with me, bro. Rocking with the channel, man, being a member on the channel. Thank you so much, bro. He says, haha, can't wait to get mine. I'm glad it's 700. It's not for everybody. You don't tell Ferrari or Porsche to come down on their prices. That is a fact. That is a fact. I don't see motherfuckers outside the Ferrari shop saying, Mom, tell Ferrari to lower the price. I shouldn't have to pay $350,000 for a Ferrari. Mom, get your credit card. Yo, Damien, man, I appreciate you for the super chat, bro. Shout out to my boy Damien. He says, that's my birthday. It's a day one. Yes, sir. Yo, shout out to Damien, man. Yo, Henzu Hattori. Appreciate you for the super chat. It says, pocket watching on PC weirdos alert. They're coming. Oh, listen. The pocket watching is absolutely coming on Twitter. That's a fact. Yo, K-Mac, what's good, man? K-Mac, I appreciate you for the super chat. Hold up. Is the Xbox 600 for no power upgrades? Is it? Yikes. Ramon White, what's good? Appreciate you for the super chat, man. They say, what price do people expect to pay for products in an inflated economy? I don't know. I mean, it's the age old thing when it comes to gaming, especially console gaming, right? Because a lot of people tend to put console game. Yo, no cap podcast in it. Yo, sick. If you trying to pull up, trying to talk. Yo, if anybody want to pull up, man, y'all can pull up for a little bit, man. Pull up and I want to hear y'all thoughts on this. Let me jump into Discord if anybody want to pull up. Y'all are more than welcome to come through and vibe out for a little bit. If anybody want to come through, give their thoughts on this, you definitely more than welcome. But what was I about to say? I forgot what I was about to say. So I feel like I forgot my train of thought. No cap. I definitely forgot my train of thought. Yo, shout out to everybody here, man. Hold on. Let me make sure I got the sound. Say something. Oh nah, hold on. Let me change the sound because I had the sound. I didn't have the sound on. All right, go ahead. Say something now.
Yes, sir.
All right, yes, sir. Go ahead, man. Yo, sick. What's good with you, bro?
Hey,
Let me.
I felt people die a little inside, dog.
Oh,
Right
that
at the end,
price.
bro.
Oh yeah. Listen. Oh, hey, listen, man. That price. I know this community. That price, that's gonna be talked about until this shit released, and even after the fact. It's gonna be talked about. It's gonna be talked about because people are gonna look at that price and they're gonna say, "Yo, little Timmy, little Sally can't pick it up. That's not fair. That's not right. What about little Billy?
Hey.
What about the parents that can't put food on the table? The usual bullshit that people like to say."
Well, check this out. I can't afford a Bugatti, dog.
I mean, listen.
You feel me?
Mhm.
Like, I'm cool, bro. Like, if I can't afford it, I can't afford it, bro. Ain't no use in me complaining and crying about it. But I tell you what, I need me two of those. I need me two of them things. Day one,
Hey, yo,
I wasn't even interested, but that motherfucker sold me on it, dog. I saw a clear fucking difference between those goddamn two. And if I'm willing to spend $1,500-$1,600 on a fucking video card, bro, why wouldn't I spend $700 on a more better performing PlayStation 5 that'll keep me on the PlayStation 5?
It's crazy too. Like, PlayStation is pretty just developed their own version of like FSR, DLSS, and all that shit.
Beautiful, isn't it?
That like it's crazy. It's crazy how PlayStation is moving within like the console space and really trying to like cement themselves. Well, they already are cemented, but like, bro, they just developed their own AI upscaling, something that's being used on PCs with DLSS and FSR3. Now PlayStation has that, which will enable games really on a console to run and look even better. Like I don't think people understand how big this is.
This is huge, and the reason why it's huge, I'm gonna give you a few examples of why it's huge. Remnant, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth,
Mm-hmm.
Final Fantasy VII 16. I mean, Fantasy 16. Um, fucking Space Marines 2.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, we in 2024 playing this game at what 1080p?
Mm-hmm.
Not me, but I'm just saying, if I bought it
Yeah.
on PlayStation,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it would be 1080p, bro. Like, what are we doing here, bro?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't sit up here and complain about how nasty something look and how it feels underpowered, but then they offer you something that will alleviate that stress. And then you say, "Oh no, but that's too much, dog."
Mm-hmm.
Like that's too like
And,
what?
and and that's the thing. Like I feel like because PlayStation, they don't typically do things like this half step. So I do feel like the PS5 Pro, I think, is kind of like the start of this. But if there is a PlayStation 6, you're going to see that PSSR developed even further and even
I,
more like advanced and whatnot. So like it's going to be crazy, like to see how things kind of move going forward for PlayStation.
yeah, yeah. And I think he did a good job of conveying why you need one of these.
Yeah.
He showed you the regular players PS5. He showed you the PS5 Pro. That's
Hmm.
exactly what I said he needed to do.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
yes, he's talking about enhancing older games, but moving forward, these developers aren't going to have the roadblocks that they currently have,
Hmm.
which is
Or at
what
least
we're
if there
all
are,
looking for.
or at least if there are roadblocks or something that a developer may run into. I feel like again, Mark Cerny is giving because he said it himself at the start of this. We talked to developers and they said they need more graphical power. They
Yeah,
like this is what he's saying. So I feel like if the developer is running into a roadblock, you've got the big three. You've got the AI upscaling where you can kind of focus your efforts on one thing and then let the AI upscaling kind of do things with the other and whatnot. Like I just feel like I'm really excited to see how developers, especially third party, because I feel like something like this really should give third party because first party is going to take advantage of this. Like we know that already. Third
hmm,
party is where I'm looking at this to say, okay, you've got more tools that enable you to kind of make your job a little bit easier when it comes to making these games run better and look better on consoles, more specifically the PlayStation with the PS5 Pro. Now let's see what you can do. You've got something like DLSS and FSR3 now on a console. What we gonna do with it?
yeah. And you know what's beautiful? They announced that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is on that list of games getting patched. My God, yes, I've been wanting to play through that shit again.
Mhm.
Oh my God, I can't freaking wait, bro.
Yeah,
I cannot wait, bro.
I'm
I am
definitely
just,
gonna wait to finish my hard mode playthrough for the PS5 Pro for sure. I'm waiting on that.
oh my God.
And I agree with you too.
Oh
Like I was hoping that because obviously this being a tech presentation, I wasn't really expecting there to be like gameplay, but I love that he showed examples so that again we can now we can reference something. Like we have references to say this is what the expectation is or this is what you can expect to see. And again, it's older games, yes, but this kind of opens the door for brand new titles. So now Ghost of Tsushima 2, imagine how that shit's gonna look. Death Stranding 2, imagine how that's gonna look being developed for the PS5 from the ground up with all these technologies in place and tools and whatnot
yeah,
to enable you to create what you want to create.
exactly.
Let me ask you, I want to go back to the price real quick because I know you. I know how you are. You understand? I know
Hey,
I know you are well off. We're just gonna say that. I ain't
well,
we ain't got to put your business out.
wait.
But
Listen. Here's the question:
okay,
does everybody eat wagyu?
hell no. Hell no.
Everybody eat oysters and fish eggs and all of this expensive caviar and shit like that. Is everybody eating that?
Mm-mm.
See, you got to know what your financial limitations is. That's just it.
Mm.
Again, I can't go buy no Bugatti,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like I'm good,
Yeah.
but I'm not Bugatti good. So I don't pretend to be Bugatti
Yo,
good. If
chips
you
and
can
sticks said
only afford a
oysters.
Series S,
Chips and
get a
sticks
Series
says
S.
chips and sticks said oysters ain't expensive. Bad analogy.
Okay, well, yeah,
Wagyu
you're right.
Wagyu is
You're right. But I mean,
Wagyu is expensive
but
though.
I'm just
Wagyu is
saying. I'm just
yeah.
saying. Like you not everybody not eating tomahawk steak, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody not eating freaking duck and all this other shit either, right? Like if you can only afford Walmart, great value, then go get Walmart great value.
Mhm.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nobody looking down on you for it. But if that's what's financially feasible for you,
Mhm.
then do that. If
Mhm.
a $700 PlayStation, now keep in mind, nobody is talking about the obvious, right?
Was.
Trade in your damn PlayStation 5
Yo,
and you'll
that's
get
yeah.
it for like $300 to $400, right?
You get no, well,
Like,
GameStop is giving $400 for the standard PlayStation. So
so there you go.
you're gonna
Get
drop
four
that
hundred
off.
dollars for the standard PlayStation, and then you pay $300
Mhm.
to get the Pro.
This
I
my
mean,
this
there's
this is my
options out
thing
there
though.
for you.
I gotta ask you this. With this $700 price, did it shock you? I mean, not shock you as in damn that's expensive, but did it shock you in a way where you was
No,
like, damn, the PlayStation really about to put out a
no,
$700 Pro version of a console? That didn't.
no. You know why? Because we need this. We need this. We need to move out of this stupid fucking idea that everything needs to be cheap. How in
Mm,
the hell can we request more? How can we always ask for more? And then when they try to give us more, we say, nah, that's too much. But then when we work with what we have, and we're working within a budget of $400 to $500, y'all complain about that too.
mm,
You know what I'm saying?
mhm,
You
mhm.
got people, the same people who complaining about this $700 price tag is the same people telling you to go buy a PC.
Mm, mm,
Do,
mm,
do that make sense to you?
mm.
Does that make sense to you? So you don't want me to spend $700 on a more simpler device, but you want me to go spend upwards of $2,000 to $3,000 so that I can cry about consoles? Because that's
Mm.
all they do. They buy PCs and then cry about consoles. They never tell you how happy they are with their PC. They never tell you how much fun they and how much they enjoy in their PC. But they want to tell you why you don't need a console.
Mm.
You're telling me not to spend $700, but spend 2,000, and that's minimum. Because if you getting a computer less than $2,000, it ain't gonna be worth what the
You're gonna
Pro
have
is
to
worth
upgrade. Yeah,
anyway.
you're gonna have to upgrade soon anyway. Like I tell
Yeah.
anybody that's getting into PC gaming, because like some of these PC dudes, they be misleading people that's like looking to get into PC gaming and say, oh, you don't really need that much. You don't need to put that much into a rig. And I'd be like, yo, hell, yo, listen, don't listen. Yo, anybody that's thinking about getting into PC gaming, do not listen to anybody telling you you don't need the best of the best. That's bullshit. I would tell you whatever your budget is, because obviously everybody's got a budget, but I would say save a little bit more so that you could put up your budget a little bit more so that you can get better parts or better GPU or whatever, so you don't got to worry about having to upgrade later. I tell people that shit all the time. Don't listen to none of these people telling you, yeah, you don't need a 4090, get a 3060. Nah, hell, listen. Get get the best of the best, and if you got to save for like another 6 months or something to get the best of the best, do that. Do not go out here getting these bullshit GPUs, CPUs, and all that bullshit, and have a mid. No.
Also, can
No.
can we can we be realistic as well? Can we stop with the whole "it's too expensive" thing? I mean, come on, dog. How is this too expensive? Well, better yet, let me say something else. Let me make a
Well, we'll
different
say. Well,
statement.
we'll say. Let me play devil's advocate. For the conversation, because obviously everyone is not as well off as you.
Bro, it ain't
So
got nothing to
no, no, no,
do
no,
with
no.
that,
I
bro.
know, no, I know. I'm playing devil's advocate because I know this is the type of conversation people are gonna or type of argument people are gonna use. Everyone is not as well off as you, and to assume that everyone can just shell out $700 for a console is not right because everyone can't do that because
But
inflation, hard
everybody
times, and
don't
stuff like that.
need to. This
Mm,
is not a requirement.
mm-hmm,
This is not something that you have to have fundamentally, bro. This is not going to save your life if your life is already fucked up. We need to stop trying to pander to these motherfuckers who, I mean, come on, dog. Like the same people who complaining about this don't even want to buy games. So why do you even care how much this shit costs?
Mm,
Why do you even care how much it costs? You don't even play games. You don't buy games. Why do you care how much this pro system costs?
mm,
It ain't for it. I'm gonna sit on and I'm gonna die on that hill of most of these people. It's not for you.
mm.
It's not for you. And that's fine if it's not for you. You got a PS5, all the games will work on it. I mean, they won't look as great, but they'll work.
You lost this saying my 4070 Super is way better than the PS5 Pro console. Dude's getting scammed. It's a PC.
Wait, he said his what?
His 47 is better than a PS. His 47 Super is way better than a PS5 Pro console. Dude's getting
Man's got
scammed.
a 4070 Super.
But my thing is like it's a PC. So it's like
Listen, your 4070 Super is better than a PS5 Pro, which costs $70 now. I mean $700. How much did your 4070 Super alone
he said he
cost,
paid less for the
brother man?
GPU. He said he paid less for the
How
GPU alone
much
than the
did
PS5
he
Pro.
pay for the 4070 Super?
I gotta look this up now. I want to see how much the 4070 Super
Because I
is.
think I just spent like $500 on a 4070 for my streaming PC.
4070 Super. I just want to see how much this thing costs. 4070. Okay. See all buying options. Okay, so 4070. A 4070 is 549.
Yeah, I just paid like five something for my 4070 that I got on my streaming PC. So how much did he pay for his 4070 Super?
But I don't see like, is this just a 47? No, this is the Super or is this just a 4070? Hold on, let me see. Yo, Urban Gorilla, appreciate you subbing to the channel. Graphics cards. Okay, 4070 family.
4070 Super 629. It's showing the 4070 Super for 699 on Amazon. But you can get like the 4070 Super from an off-brand like Zotac.
Okay,
or
so hold on.
Gigabyte
Okay,
for
wait,
like
wait.
$629.
So Zotac,
No.
yeah,
Hold on.
I'm looking at it right now. So the Zotac 4070 Super is 629. The Asus
Micro
ProArt,
Center.
the Asus ProArt RTX 4070 Ti Super is $879.
No. But regardless, let's stop. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt with the lower tier, right? 629. He paid 629 for a fucking card. No CPU, no RAM, no case, no motherboard, just the GPU alone.
Mm-hmm.
And he called that a flex.
So
Boy, if you
4070
don't
is
go somewhere with
629.
that bullshit.
So 4070 Super is 629. For the Zotac and the MSI is 639.99.
Either way, 629 or 639 with tax, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's supposed to be a flex on a complete system
Mm-hmm.
for $700.
Yeah, that's why I don't understand.
Make
I
it
don't
make
want
it make sense.
I don't understand the logic with some of these people, like especially PC guys, because it's like, yeah, if you're getting a GPU, first of all, it's a PC, so obviously it's going to be better in a lot of ways because it's more modular. But I don't understand this flex of, oh yeah, my GPU costs as much as an entire console that is a complete system. You know, the GPU alone for you is almost the price of the entire console. So I just don't
The
understand.
GPU alone, but his flex was my GPU costs more than the Super. Okay, now tell me about the rest of the components.
The Asus ROG 4090 is almost $2,000 for the
What
GPU.
what is this insecurity that PC weirdos?
I
Because that's
told you,
what you are.
I
You're a
told you,
PC
I
weirdo.
told you what it. I said this yesterday, man. Like people not listening to me. A lot of PC PC gamers, they're not really in these console spaces doing this. These are console converts that converted to PC, but still feel a connection to consoles in that community. And so I call them gaming refugees. They PC refugees. They left a console space
Hey man,
to
let me
find
get the fuck out of here.
greener pastures at PC. I'm telling you, that's what it is.
Hey, I'm I'm listening in, man. I
Yeah, yes,
appreciate it,
sir.
bro. I'm
Yes,
going
sir.
live at 6 too, because I do want to talk more about this, but
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
in the
yeah.
middle of working and shit.
Oh
So,
yeah, do your thing. Do
hey,
your
I'm a
thing, man.
holler, bro.
Yes, sir, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
Yo, listen, that's what they are, man. I'm telling you, man. It's refugees, man. It's refugees. People don't want to admit it, but that's what they are. They feel a connection. They feel they still connected to the console because that's really where they come from. That's who they are. But they bought this PC and got this weird god complex, and now they feel like shitting on console gamers and console people because I don't know. That's just what they do. I don't fucking know. Like it's weird. Uh, but CNET already has hands on with the Pro. Let's see what CNET talking about. Oh shit, they got my exclusive PS5 Pro demo. All right, let's watch this. Let's watch this.
Orders with an exclusive hands-on of Sony's brand new PlayStation 5 Pro console that's coming out in November. Yes, I got to play a bunch of games on it. Here's what's going on.
I want to hear what they got to say. I'm curious. I like seeing that too.
It's been 4 years since Sony released the PlayStation 5, which went by pretty fast in the middle of a pandemic. But the idea of next generation kind of links.
Damn, that Pro is that thing is big. Pause. Next to a Slim. Yeah, that looked like a standard PlayStation. Look how. Yeah, that's crazy. You can definitely see the difference.
Lingers in my head, and probably for a lot of people. When do you buy a console? Well, Sony has had mid-range console upgrades in the past. The PlayStation 4 Pro came out 3 years after the PlayStation 4. And lo and behold, the PlayStation 5 Pro is coming out 4 years after the PlayStation 5. For $699, you're paying more, but not too much tremendously more, compared to the PlayStation 5 that is already on the market and has an upgraded, slimmer version. Compared side by side, it's also not that much larger. In fact, it's a little bit smaller than the PlayStation 5 original, which is a nice surprise because the PlayStation 4 Pro was definitely bigger and thicker. What do you get? Well, there's no optical drive. You have to buy that separately. You can use the same optical drive that's available on the Slim model and pop it in. And also, it may be that a lot of people choose to prefer the digital version now, considering that there's also Wi-Fi 7, and the size of the drive is now bumped up to 2 terabytes, which is the same speed as the SSD in the previous models. Same CPU too, but the GPU is a lot beefier. It's supposed to be 67% more powerful and 38% faster, and it's going to provide better performance for all the games and a lot more things like ray tracing. There's also a big focus on upgrading the resolution of existing games. PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution is the technology that uses an AI neural upscaling using a convolutional neural network to basically just make sure the games play really nicely in 4K. And speaking of 4K, existing PlayStation 5 games, they always had 2 modes, which was either 1080p, 60 frames per second, or 4K at 30 frames per second. Sony's now offering a Pro mode that glues both of those together, and so you're getting both 60 frames per second and 4K.
Huh? Excuse me, sir. Say that again.
Work to basically just make sure the games play really nicely in 4K. And speaking of 4K, existing PlayStation 5 games, they always had 2 modes, which was either 1080p, 60 frames per second, or 4K at 30 frames per second. Sony's now offering a Pro mode that glues both of those together, and so you're getting both 60 frames per second and 4K.
Oh, really? Yeah, I can link the video. I got you. Here's a link to the video. Hayabusa. Oh, really? 4K 60? Obviously, we gotta see real world examples. Obviously, but if that's the claim that PlayStation is making when it comes to this Pro, and obviously the AI upscaling and all that stuff that they're doing is gonna play a major part in that. Yo, that's gonna be crazy.
Now, that's exactly what I would have wanted to play in the first place. If you're interested in doing things like 8K gaming, or you want to do things like 120 frames per second, there are capabilities for games to do that, but those are going to be on a game-by-game basis. The real push here is for really nice 4K 60 frames per second across the board for your entire library. What does this mean?
Huh? Hey, yo, hold up. Is this man talking? Is he? Huh? ¿Por qué? Come again?
But those are going to be on a game-by-game basis.
So obviously 120, and that's what the PC weirdos and a lot of these. That's the argument. A lot of people go, well, you know, I like the game at 120. I can't do that at 4K. They not even do the PC dudes ain't even doing 120 4K. So like, that's gonna be an argument you're gonna see get pushed around of. Oh well, you know, I like the game at 120 at 4K, and ain't no these PC weirdos ain't doing that shit either. So don't worry about that.
Real push.
But they'll try to use that as an argument, and it's bullshit.
Here is for really nice 4K 60 frames per second across the board for your entire library. What does this mean for the future of PlayStation? I got to talk to Mark Cerny, lead systems architect for PlayStation, and Hideaki Nishina-san, CEO of Platform for Sony Interactive Entertainment. They talked about how, in a lot of ways, PC gaming right now is providing a kind of an on-ramp for some of these technologies, but also allowing Sony to lead a bit with some things like ray tracing, where they're using an AMD-developed ray tracing technology that isn't even in existing GPUs. Some of that
Remember how people was trying to say that the RDNA 2, the custom that PlayStation had back at the start of this generation, you had the Twitter tech expert saying, it's not real RDNA 2 because RDNA 2 has this, mom, my PC. And people kept saying, Mark Cerny himself said, it's custom. They developed it with AMD together, and it's a custom. So they took what they needed from the RDNA 2 base with AMD, and then they developed their own custom components within it as well, within the GPU as well, to create a custom RDNA 2 based GPU that suits the PlayStation and what PlayStation is trying to do. Mom, my PC. Let's continue.
ray tracing technology that isn't even in existing GPUs. Some of that will kind of ride ahead, and other things, like maybe more advanced graphics that you might be used to on PCs, will finally have a chance to come over to PlayStation 5 Pro.
Like AI upscaling, because again, something like DLSS, FSR3, which I do think FSR is actually something that in some capacity, I think can be used in certain games on PlayStation or in consoles that have AMD GPUs. But anyway, the AI upscaling with the PSSR and what PlayStation is trying to do, that is a component of something that typically you would really only see on PCs. And now you're seeing something like that come to consoles with PlayStation's own version of a DLSS or FSR with their PSSR AI upscaling technology, which again, this is really, in my opinion, this is the shining, the crown jewel when it comes to what PlayStation is doing with a pro version of the console, because that AI upscaling is really what's going to allow PlayStation developers and really developers as a whole take advantage of the extra GPU power, you know, and do the 60 frames per second at 4K or whatever the case may be. The AI upscaling is gonna, you know, that's what it's really, that's the big driver here on top of obviously the larger and more powerful faster and more powerful GPU.
And as a lot of games now are increasingly cross-platform and Sony's games live on PCs, you'll probably see much more of that cross-pollination. Clearly a fidelity push for people who may have really big TVs or really big AV lovers and want something that either looks the best it can be or runs really smoothly. On the big screens that I played on, you could definitely see the difference, but if you're a PlayStation 5 owner, I think you could also be fine continuing to play the PlayStation 5. There are going to be about 50 games that come out at launch with upgrades specifically for the PS5 Pro. Now, while a lot of them will involve the introduction of this new Pro mode that will be able to run at a smooth 60 frames per second and 4K performance, there are going to be others that do other things. It could be graphic upgrades to the environment, more people in the environment. So that's a console. Let's go play the games. This is Sony's PlayStation demo room where I got to try out the PlayStation 5 Pro on a bunch of games in 2 different setups. The first one, got to play on 2 different monitors, checking out a whole bunch of games on the PlayStation 5 and then the PlayStation 5 Pro, looking at the 2 different play modes, fidelity and performance on the 5, and then the Pro mode on the PlayStation 5 Pro. That's Horizon Forbidden West. And then I got to play a few games on a big 80-inch screen, including Gran Turismo 7, which has an 8K mode, or alternately, one with ray tracing turned on, which is what I've got right here. I mean, this is obviously the version I would want to play.
He's sitting very close to a fucking 80-inch TV. Like an 80-inch TV, this guy, you need to be sitting like 12 feet back. This is extremely fucking close to an 80-inch TV. Absolutely insane.
It is. The reflections and ray tracing are beautiful. I got really into.
And again, these are reflections and ray tracing. Reflections and ray tracing at 60 frames. This is all in 60 frames while still maintaining the fidelity or you know, great visuals and all that stuff as well. Crazy. And really and truly, we've seen Insomniac really trying to push those envelopes with ray tracing in a performance mode, because they were one of the first developers from PlayStation development studios with the Spider-Man, was it Miles Morales or Spider-Man Remastered? I forget. I think it might have been both, but they were doing the ray tracing and 60 frames and, you know, all that stuff. And they were really pushing the envelope. So we kind of seen remnants of like what PlayStation were potentially trying to do, or were potentially trying to push when it comes to when it comes to sorry about that. When it comes to you know, a pro version of a console.
Reflections and ray tracing are beautiful. I got really into playing Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
Bro, why they got my boy? Yo, brother. Yo, this why I ain't never gonna get invited to shit. Because I'm gonna be that guy that comes in and I'm like, brother, can we push the couch back a little bit? Like, that's me. Like, let's unplug the controller, because it's a Bluetooth controller. I want to push the couch back a little bit. Can we push the couch back about 4 or 5 feet? This why I ain't never gonna get invited to shit. Because I'm gonna be that guy. Like, hey, brother, can we push the couch back a little bit? Obviously, respectfully, I wouldn't be like an asshole about it, but I would definitely ask. If they say no, fine. But I would definitely, hey, brother, can we push this couch back a couple feet? I ain't never gonna get invited to shit, man.
And I love games like this. What's really fun is that it's just such a fast game, and I feel like the Pro makes it feel faster. So I'm grabbing one controller that's connected to a PS5, playing on a PS5 for a bit, and then I would jump back and forth between that and a PS5 Pro to see what it's like. This is
now obviously looking through video, it's hard. Like, you know, you probably can't see some of it or whatever, but you know, especially this video is 1080p as well. So, but I just can't wait to see. I can't wait to see this for myself on my LG monitor.
the 4K 30 frames.
Persona cross his legs like my man's here with his. Hey, yo, boy, chill, bro, chill.
Per second version of Horizon Forbidden West, which I'm used to and looks really good. But what looks even better is playing it 4K 60 frames per second on PS5 Pro, which looks buttery smooth and really crisp. So, you know, it is like going back and playing it on the 30 frames. It's kind of hard to do because this looks really nice.
So I'm assuming this is
Unfortunately,
this is 4K 60. I would assume. Did he say it? Hold on, I don't think I caught that. Let me go back a little bit. Fine.
Is playing it 4K 60 frames per second on PS5 Pro.
4K 60 frames. 4K 60 frames. On Forbidden West? That is gonna be crazy.
Horizon Forbidden West, which I'm used to and looks really good. But what looks even better is playing it 4K 60 frames per second on PS5 Pro, which looks buttery smooth and
Hey, yo, listen.
So,
Hey, yo, listen.
you know,
Hey, yo, listen, guys. I pray developers, yo, devs, if you're listening, if you're watching, developers, both. I ain't even got to talk to the first party devs, because I know first party about to have a field day with this PS5 Pro shit. A third party devs, I know you watching. Yo, I need y'all to take advantage of this shit, man. I need y'all to take advantage. 4K 60? What?
it is like going back and playing it on the 30 frames. It's kind of hard to do because this looks really nice. Unfortunately, Sony didn't let us do any direct capture of the PlayStation 5 Pro.
I wish they would have did that so that we can see. Direct capture would have been great. Because the off camera is not doing it justice. I know him there actually watching this stuff. I know for a fact that shit is like, it's crazy.
during our demos at Sony's headquarters. And they didn't let us do any close-up, real extended looks at the gameplay on screen either. But hopefully you can get an understanding of what I'm talking about for when the system debuts on November 7th. What does this mean for the future of next-gen gaming? Well, that's hard to tell because we're not maybe fully in next-gen gaming yet, but we're getting there by increments. PlayStation 5 Pro is the hottest of the new gaming technology tech that we've seen, and it's adopting some ideas that PC gaming still doesn't have yet. It'll be really interesting to see where...
I'm gonna clip this part right here. I'm gonna clip. I got an idea for a tweet later. I think Mari know what clip I'm talking about. Let me chill.
Technology tech that we've seen, and it's adopting some ideas that PC gaming still doesn't have yet. Ideas that we've seen, and it's adopting some ideas that PC gaming still doesn't have yet. And it's adopting some ideas that PC gaming still doesn't have yet. And it's adopting some ideas that PC gaming still doesn't have yet. And it's adopting some ideas that PC gaming still doesn't have yet. It'll be really interesting to see where tech that we've seen.
We need closed caption on so y'all can read what he said. Let's read what he said.
New gaming technology tech that we've seen, and it's adopting some ideas that PC gaming still doesn't have yet. It'll be
Mom! My PC! Sorry.
really interesting to see.
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'll stop joking around.
Where games start to evolve and get better, along with PS5 Pro graphics, but also where the PS5 Pro...
Sorry, guys. I'm just joking around. I'm sorry. Just being funny. I'm sorry. Mom, my PC! Sorry.
Racing and all of that tech begins to hint at where technology is going to be headed for PC gaming to come. Not
Hold on, I didn't hear that last part. Hold on, I gotta hear that part again. What did he say?
Evolve and get better, along with PS5 Pro graphics, but also where the PS5 Pro ray tracing and all of that tech begins to hint at where technology is going to be headed for PC gaming to come.
Hey, somebody gonna be in the comments of this shit getting at this dude because he's saying shit that's pissing off. Hold up, I gotta hear that again. Hold up, I gotta listen. Let me listen. Let me focus and listen.
Of the new gaming technology tech that we've seen, and it's adopting some ideas that PC gaming still doesn't have yet. It'll be really interesting to see where games start to evolve and get better, along with PS5 Pro graphics, but also where the PS5 Pro ray tracing and all of that tech begins to hint at where technology is going to be headed for PC gaming to come.
That's crazy to say that. Yo, I know some PC dude is in this comment. I gotta look at the comments of this. Hold up. I gotta look at, there's gotta be a PC dude in this shit pissed the fuck off right now. I have to find it. I know. I know it. What with your wallets? Let's play. A lot of people mad about there not being a disk drive, but including the disk drive would have made that price even more. Oh, you in the chat? Hold up. Yo. Yeah, I hear you.
Yo, man. Yo, I'm my bad. I be quiet. I'm in the quiet room.
No,
But
you good.
yo, I'm mad excited for the joint, man. I get it. $700 is a lot of money, and I think that's gonna trim the fat when it comes to a lot of people trying to get it day one.
Mm-hmm.
But if you really look at it and what they're saying, especially in the CNET video, what you're reading, it's $200 more, and I personally think it's worth it. I would have loved to see PlayStation probably take a little loss,
Mm-hmm.
charging probably like $650 the most.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at everything that they're doing, it's worth it, bro. You're getting 4K 60 frames per second in that pro mode. So you blend in all of what you get from the performance and what you get from the fidelity. And they also said that devs are choosing, they want to add more assets, they want to add more population, more density, and all that stuff in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So understandable that you see is 2 terabyte rather than 1 terabyte. Because I feel like with the updates on this pro mode, the games are going to be much larger. So a game like Horizon Forbidden West, you already know that game was what, over 100 gigs already.
Mm-hmm.
With the pro mode, you know this game is gonna be much bigger.
Much bigger, which again, why we're seeing a 2 terabyte SSD, because clearly this is like, even with the crack and compression, the games are still
Yeah,
going to be a lot bigger.
that's what I'm saying. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the same thing. That's a big game.
Mm-hmm.
You probably gonna look at over 100 gigs now with that pro mode.
Yeah.
But yo, I'm excited for it, man. I'm gonna be getting day one. You was right with that month, but you was wrong with the date.
No, listen. Hey, listen, bro. Hey, we ain't doing that. Your boy was right. Hey, put your respect on my name.
Hold on. Yo, just to counter, my original date was the 8th and the 14th.
Oh, no,
but
brother.
you was right.
No, we going off bumps.
I get you. But yo, man, I wish the pre-orders went up this week, man.
Yo, but it's fine. The 26th, because remember, next week is going to be the state of play, which again, following week is going to be the pre-orders. I do think we probably going to get some good stuff to see that have pro versions in mind at that state of play next week, if there's going to be a state of play. So I think it's going to be a good time, man. It's going to be a good time. Yo, I know you doing a video on this.
Oh yeah, I'm doing one tonight. Yeah.
Oh yes, sir. I can't wait. I can't wait to see Barry's video tonight. I know he gonna really break this down too. So
I'm going in and I'm cooking Xbox dudes tonight too, because these dudes out here talking about it's too expensive. But you out here about to pre-order a Sparkle Xbox Series X or 2 for $600. Sit your ass down. But yo, oh damn, I forgot what I was just gonna say, man. Oh yeah, they said they're gonna be launching with like over 50 games that's gonna be supporting the pro already. You know what I mean? So that's dope.
Hey yo, listen, my hard mode playthrough of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, that's holiday time, bro. I'm playing that on the pro.
I'm about to do my 4th playthrough. I'm already in a 4th playthrough, and I stopped because other games came up.
Yeah.
I want to finish up that 4th playthrough all in that pro, bro.
Yes,
I can't wait to see that, man. I'm happy that they showed Rebirth, man, because that was a big one that people was kind of heavy with.
I agree. I just can't. Yo, I'm excited, bro. Like, this definitely has me excited. New tech. It looks great. It looked like it's really gonna be, taking advantage, and this really seems like a pro version of a console, because
like it's a way better leap from what the PlayStation 4 to the PlayStation 4 Pro was.
Yeah.
But the PlayStation 4 Pro, you didn't really get any changes with performance. It was just a resolution bump or slight bump. With this, it's a huge overhaul. Like, people don't understand. Hearing stuff like Horizon Forbidden West, 4K 60 frames per second. You don't understand, like, the sacrifice that you probably had to make, switching to the performance mode. And you remember you saw the difference? Remember when we were taking screenshots and we were switching from fidelity to performance? You saw a big difference. Obviously, with the VRR and all that other later tech that came with the update, made it much better. But that initial launch, it was a huge difference. You know what I mean? But now you don't have to go through that. You can just be like, all right, let me just play the pro mode, and then boom. Well, imagine not even picking the pro mode. Imagine us picking the regular fidelity or the regular pro. You know what I mean? Or the regular performance under the pro. You know what I mean? The performance probably going to be even more because it'll be less. You know what I mean? So just got mad options. They also said that they're trying to thin the line between the PC versions of these games going over to PC and the Pro. So
that's smart. That's smart though, because that
you're gonna see more graphical options. When it comes to that assets and shadows and stuff like that.
And again, the AI driven upscaling, like that's gonna be a really big thing when it comes to this Pro version of the console, because again, developers are not necessarily gonna have to sacrifice. Obviously, there still will be sacrifices, but now you'll be able to get better looking games at better performance as well, which is good. So it's a good time, bro. I know I haven't looked at Twitter yet. I know Twitter is jumping right now. I know it is. I know Twitter is jumping. And look, AI driven upscaling, or also introducing PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, and AI driven upscaling that uses machine learning based technology to provide super sharp image clarity by adding an extraordinary amount of detail. I'm telling you, that PSSR, That's the crown jewel of all of this. Is that is going to be a big thing, man. That is going to be a huge thing. Yo, Lee Cheesy, yeah, it's going to be it's a $700 console. $700 PS5 Pro. Crazy. Bar, you still there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add?
Nah, I'm just excited, man. September 26th. Listen, I might take off that day, yo, because I need to lock this thing down.
What
You
day?
know what I mean?
What day is that specifically? Let me look at my calendar.
That's a Thursday or Friday.
It's a Thursday. Yeah, September 26th is a Thursday. Yeah, I'm gonna grab mine from PlayStation Direct. And watch when the pre-orders go up, you gonna have all these people talking about it's too expensive trying to buy it. Yeah, I know how this community is, man. All these people talking about it's too expensive. Oh, we shouldn't have to pay this much. They're gonna be the same ones trying to get it.
Oh yeah, that's what I want to say. Like as much as I'm trolling on Twitter, like yo, it's not for you. If you don't want to get it, I'm gonna get it though, regardless. Yo, really and truly, if you don't feel a need to get the pro, you don't have to get the pro, bro. Don't fall into those FOMO parts. Oh, see other people getting the pro or whatnot. Yo, you don't have to get it. You know what I mean? Or don't front like you don't want it. If you want to go get it and you struggling to have the money, you know what you got to do. You got to sell stuff, or you got to work hard at stuff, or do a shift. But at the end of the day, this we already knew going into this that this console was not for the masses, it's for the enthusiasts. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how $200 more from the base PlayStation 5 is really triggering so much people. You know what I mean? Because what we are seeing now is that a lot of people, they're not enthusiasts, they're just a regular, casual PlayStation fans. Like if you want all that stuff and it sounds good for extra $200, I don't think it's too much. Yeah, the price overall, when you look at it just at a digital standpoint, 699 is a lot. But if you look at it, what is being offered to you for 200 more from the base PlayStation,
Nah, I go-
you're getting a lot. If you get what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, if you don't want to get it, okay. If people want to get it, you don't got to be up in people's tweets saying, "Oh, I'm not going to get it." But
I'm here
yo,
at
sit your
PlayStation
ass
headquarters.
down, man. Like relax, bro. It is not that serious anyway. I bet you when November 7th come, you're gonna be trying to get it because you're gonna fall into that FOMO like most of y'all. Y'all don't have no stance anyway. So if you don't want to get it, all right, stay in that ballpark. When we playing that Final Fantasy in 4K 60 and all that, and all right,
Crazy.
then sit your ass down,
Crazy.
bro. And
I'm trying
and
to see.
it just makes it better for me personally because hopefully it'll be easier for me to lock it down day one. You know what I mean? So yeah, don't get that shit. You're not even gonna see me promoting it. I'm gonna make my one video tonight. I ain't even gonna promote the pro. Don't get that shit. So I can get it. Once I get it, then I promote
Oh yeah, dude's definitely gonna be I'm trying to find more pro I guess CNET was the only one that got like I guess exclusive hands-on with the console because I'm not seeing
it.
no other videos. Oh damn, they let CNET get the exclusive, I guess.
I'm here.
Yeah, I think CNET got the exclusive. I think next week is where you're gonna start seeing more people get that hands on.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, CNET is the first people. I doubt. I'm pretty sure more people have it, but
Yeah, I'm
CNET is
sure
the
more
first people
people.
to put it out there.
Yeah, I think more people got to play it and test stuff as well, but I think CNET probably was the one that could
They
exclusively
got
put
the,
out
the,
their thoughts
the
or whatever.
exclusive lead. Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, listen, at the end of the day, for me personally, I think the pro is getting bought. Like the pro will be in this household come November 7th. So for me
Yo, you know
personally,
what's funny? You know what's funny too? My bad, yo. My
yeah,
bad, bro. My bad. I got pent up energy right now because
I
they got
know.
me sitting down all fucking day, not doing shit, and I'm taking out my headset. I'm closing down streams because they're announcing people, and I'm just like, I gotta listen to what they're saying, but then it's not, hey, whatever. But the end of the day is that I told people that this shit was gonna be expensive because we see that the console prices is not going down. Console prices are going up. Heck, we saw a price increase with a dual sense controller for $5. What made you believe that this pro was going to be in the $500 range? You know what I mean? I see people talking about this is not $550 and there's no deep like that's not what's seen in this time in this time period. Like I don't get what the fuck is going on. Yeah, it sucks to be honest with you. Yeah, it does, but it's not reality what's going on with the console pricing and stuff. You know what I mean? So the more I think about it, $700 is like, yeah, it is expensive, but you're getting so much goodness from the base PS5, which is 500, 550. That I can't be like even be mad at a price like that, to be honest with you. Like, that's
Yeah,
just
like
me. I don't know.
looking at like the upscaling and like everything that they, the tech that they're putting into it and how they're trying to improve gaming and whatnot. I personally don't see like it seems worth it to me personally. Like I don't really see an issue with it per se from my perspective. But I'm somebody like I definitely want to. Yo, didn't we just have an Apple event yesterday? People talk. Let me shut up. Listen, at the end of the day, man. For me personally, this is getting picked up. I think this is definitely representative of a nice leap that we'll see in gaming for on console gaming and the technology that PlayStation is putting into it with the PSSR and AI upscaling and whatnot, and the larger GPU and things like that. That's going to enable developers to create better running
Oh,
games
Jeff,
and
Jeff
better
Keighley
looking
got a list
games.
of pro enhanced games already.
Jeff Keighley.
Alan Wake, yeah, Assassin's Creed Shadows, those Dragon's Dogma,
Yo, and
uh,
AC Shadows drops like a week after the pro drop, so that's a good ooh we that's gonna be good.
Final Fantasy 7, Rebirth, Gran Turismo 7, Hogwarts. Yo, we saw the Hogwarts Legacy with the ray tracing. That junk was looking
Yo, that's what
crazy
I'm
on the
saying. That
floor, bro.
joint look good, man. And Hogwarts Legacy
Horizon.
had performance issues um already on PlayStation. So
Oh, yo, I was wrong on the last part, but remember the picture I sent you?
what
I
picture?
told you they was gonna show them games, bro. I told you. People thought that they wasn't going to see no games as far as like that's having games in the background showing the visual differences.
Oh yeah, the
They definitely show
capabilities.
Spider-Man, God of War, and Horizon. As far as a new game, they didn't show that, but it is what it is.
Yo,
Oh yeah, first Descendant on there too.
I'm good on that game, but that game definitely need a performance mode. That definitely need the pro for sure. So let me ask you this, Barry, because a couple people asked me this in the chat, so I might as well we can answer it here. Um, Seeing the technology that's going into the pro, do you think that GTA 6 will run 60 frames?
Yeah, yeah. It'll be like 1440p 60 for
Yeah,
sure.
with the AI upscaling, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the thing is with that AI upscaling, that's because it's 1440p or even if it's 1080p, the image quality is going to be much better. It's no different than like when you're playing a game using DLSS. Uh, like playing Spider-Man 2 on PC, like I bump it down to 1440p, but when I enable DLSS, I get a better image quality and higher resolution because of that AI scaling that's happening. So
Mm-hmm.
it's the same thing like with a PSSR, whatever they call it, the pisser, is going to be happening. So I'm not going to be too upset. Like people are going to, clown and say, "Oh, GTA ain't going to be like 1080p 60 on the Pro," but yeah, the image quality is going to be high, or 1440p. The image quality is going to be good. You know what I mean? So I don't see
Mm-hmm.
the issue.
Yep. You're right. You're right, man. What time is it? Yeah, I've been streaming this shit for a minute. I gotta get up out of here. Yeah,
Yo, you
yeah.
made a 9-minute stream into 2 hours. That's crazy,
I
bro.
know, right?
You're a legend.
Crazy. It's crazy, and the funny thing is, I'm gonna do another video on this, like a video. We're doing a video on it at some point too, so we'll see what's
I'm
up.
gonna do a video on it.
Yes, sir. But
I
yo,
might
man,
stream depending if I have this thing again tomorrow, then I won't stream. But most likely a video will be coming out tonight for sure. It might
as
be a lengthy one too.
as it should, man. All right, let me get up out of here.
All right, yo, I'm
All
out.
right, bro. Later. Yo, man, shout out to everybody here. Let me get these super chats. Yo, Stony, appreciate you for the super chat. I don't think the base PS5 is getting a price drop. Probably not, or probably not right away. They'd be smart to do that, but we'll see. Derek Jameson, appreciate you. You think GTA 6 will 100% be 60 frames per second? I mean, I won't say anything 100%, but I mean, PlayStation putting this type of technology in the Pro, I don't see Rockstar not taking advantage of a Pro, especially if PlayStation does get the marketing rights and marketing for PlayStation with PlayStation for GTA 6. They're gonna want to make sure that the game runs as best as possible on their console. So I imagine that PlayStation will send, or they probably have already done this, but sent their own developers, XDev. They send XDev, and typically XDev, or I forgot the other team, but they have like support teams that go to some of their third-party partners and helps them with developing the best version of, developing the game on their console and gives them some technical help and stuff like that. So I would imagine with the PlayStation 5 Pro, like we know Rockstar got a Pro. They have like a Pro dev kits and stuff like that. They probably had it for a long time now, but I would imagine that PlayStation had sent their teams over to Rockstar to help them get the Pro to 60 frames on a PS5 Pro. Get GTA 6 to 60 frames on a PS5 Pro. But again, we'll see. Lord Hog, appreciate you for the super chat. I just bought a disc drive, as you should. Yo, Caleb, appreciate you for the super chat. He says, people going to be clamoring for the PS5 Pro when GTA 6 releases. Absolutely. Especially if it's 60 frames on a Pro and not 60 frames on a regular. They're going to want that. Kevin Green, appreciate you for the super chat. Just ordered a detached drive now before the scalpers grab them all up. Very smart move. If anybody's looking to get a Pro, I would definitely strongly suggest you buy a detachable disc drive now, just so you have it for when the Pro drops. Hanzu Hattori, appreciate you for the super chat. Skip the PS5 Pro, but for this, take my money. Yes, sir, Hanzu. Yo, Cobb Sanity, appreciate you for the super chat. Is Jay in witness protection? Why he's speaking low? JK, Bari is out handling business today, so that's why he's talking low. He not at home. Yo, Cyber Dragon, appreciate you. 41 months as a member on the channel. Cyber said, morning chat, mods and our host Persona. PS5 Pro will be holiday season. Get for those that want. Absolutely, Cyber. And then Oolong, appreciate you for the super chat. Oolong, he says that PlayStation 6 not coming anytime soon. This Pro finna last another 7 years. I would say another 3 to 4 with the Pro. And then, probably by 2028, 2027 or something like that, we'll probably start seeing stuff about a PS6. Sorry about that, guys. And then, Wolfgang Mishima, appreciate you for the super chat. He says, day one, everyone else is salty. Better chances for us to cop one. Yes, sir. Ayo, Wolf, man. I ain't worried about what none of these fools got to say. You hear what I say? Day one. It's getting picked up. It's getting pre-ordered. I might even pre-order too. But listen, guys, I want to give everybody a round of applause. Big round of applause to everybody in the chat, man. I really do appreciate you guys coming through, rocking out with me, man, this early morning into the early afternoon, man. I hope I can make your day go by just a little bit quicker if you were at work or, school or whatever you might have been doing. But I do appreciate everybody that came through today. We had like 310 people listening. I think that was the peak. I do appreciate everybody, man. If you enjoy the content, definitely like, comment, subscribe. If you want to become a member on the channel, the link to that is in the description. You can follow me on Twitter at Persona Speaks. And yo, man, listen, PS5 Pro is here, man. We got the news, we got the information, we got the release date, we got the pre-order date, we got the price, we got everything that we said we wanted, we got. I'm excited. I'm happy. I hope you guys are excited and happy as well. A lot of people. PS5 Pro going to make my 77-inch LG C1 sing. I can't wait to rebirth in 4K 60. Yeah, my new LG monitor. I'm excited to play the PS5 Pro on the LG monitor. Lansville Paul said, no player. If you have your ears to the ground, a lot of people is passing on the PS5 Pro. Sure. Okay. I mean, this happens all the time. People say that, and then they get FOMO. FOMO starts to set in, and people, well, maybe I will buy it. Okay. If they're passing on it, that's cool. It's not for them. I mean, no one has to buy anything, like, the PlayStation 5 Pro is an enthusiast device anyway. PS5 Pro is an enthusiast. It's an enthusiast device anyway. So I'm not really expecting this to be massively adopted by every single person. So for me personally, Okay, cool. I'm gonna pick it up. You know, I want it. You know, so I'm picking it up. Yo, Lee Cheesy, appreciate you for the super chat. We need a PS5 Pro debut gaming session. PS5 Pro owners all hop in a game on drop day. That'd be dope. That'd be dope, Lee, for sure. I can't be a member of the channel trying to get that PS5 Pro. Yo, Bird, I appreciate you, man. No doubt, no doubt. It's all good, man. But listen, man, you cannot make any judgment on popular appeal based on Twitter. Twitter is its own bubble. That's what I'm saying, Brian. People, you know, how many people are gonna go out and buy the new iPhone but hate that iPhone releases the same phone every year? You know, people say these things on Twitter because, you know, they do it for shock value. They do it for follows. They do it because, you know, they want to fit in. Like, again, you don't have to buy anything, but oftentimes FOMO sets in and people say and do what they do. But for me, for Persona, for me, for what I'm doing, I'm buying that PlayStation 5 Pro. It will be pre-ordered September 26th, and we will be gaming on that PS5 Pro exclusively November 7th, 2024. I can't wait. But with that being said, guys, another round of applause for the folks in the chat. I appreciate y'all. Cloud said, what this made me realize, though, is they are pushing away from physical, which hurts my heart. But next gen, I'm going digital only because now I'm buying disc drivers. Shake my head. Yo, listen. They are trying to get physical the fuck up out of here, man. I've been digital since like 2016, 2017, right? For you physical folks, y'all days are numbered. I'm telling y'all now, man. When it comes to just gaming in general, not just PlayStation, just gaming in general, y'all days are numbered, man. Y'all days are absolutely numbered. I'm telling you, they are not trying to. They physical is the way to go. I see Concord gameplay, Persona, let it go, bruh. Hell no, I will never let it go. Never forget. Never forget. You understand? But I'll change the Concord gameplay at some point when I see a game that I wanna replace with Concord in terms of a trailer. I'll do that. But okay, guys, listen. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your afternoon. Please be safe. Have fun with whatever you're doing. And I appreciate everybody coming through. It's been your boy Persona, and I'm out, guys.